Hey, I'm George from THS. How are you, John?
Hey George, how you doing?
Good. Been a long time fan. Love your work.
Thank you, sir.
It's always fun to see you. I have my first question is, all I can think watching this is, do you think you have, what is it about you that you seem to belong in the past? Is there something that like, do you ever consider that or you're like, yep, it's the past again?
Yeah, that's funny. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know what it is. I don't that's funny because I actually feel comfortable. I think I'd probably missed my moment. I probably should have been born 60 years earlier. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know that any more than I know why keep getting cast in positions of authority because I have none over anyone. You can ask anyone that knows me. That's the last thing I am is a leader of men.
Why do you carry that? It's interesting. You carry it really well here. This guy is
Good.
a real guy who had some serious authority, right? Did you read about him?
Yeah, he wrote a book.
Yeah.
He wrote his own book, I mean. And yeah, I mean, yeah, and did, it's not about this guy, but you had to sort of I had to find a way to um an appropriate level of, I guess, authority, intensity, whatever, for lack of a better word, that would contribute to the story. That I think everybody was looking for a way to enhance the story. I mean, or and tell it well.
You're in a cast full of like incredibly talented and accomplished actors.
Yeah.
And I'm curious what the experience was like. It's not the first time you've been in that position, but people who run the gamut of like range and age and background. And I'm
Hmm.
curious how it all was like working together. You got like Russell Crowe and everybody, Remy and like the whole
Yeah.
everybody. Like,
I mean, it was great. I mean, we had a great time despite the sort of gravity of the situation. It was, maybe because of when we weren't shooting, we were all hanging out. We Most of us stayed in the same hotel. We were in Budapest for a long time. Um, it was great. I mean, it happens a lot. People that have been around that as long as most of those people have, they've seen a lot and and have a lot of stories to tell and you know and survival mechanism and all kinds of stuff that's relatable, back and forth with the others in the same field. So yeah, we had a lot to talk about. We all got along well, and we it was a really and Jamie Vanderbilt just has this sort of exuberance and enthusiasm and intelligence and humor, and it was he made it a great experience.
to be a fly on the wall of all of you hanging out in the hotel and sharing stories about this industry, let alone the world,
Mm.
is fascinating to me. I'm curious if there's anything you remember in particular of that you would share, that you can share.
Well, Richard E. Grant is I remember when I said, "Oh, Richard E. Grant is in this movie." My wife said, he has to be your best friend," and I was like, I agreed. And luckily, we hit it off, and because I wouldn't want to be on the bad end of his wit. Um, but he insisted on having dinner out every night, and some nights you just were ragged after working, especially on that material. So
Yeah.
you would have to. I mean, I remember once or twice having to come up with some lame excuse where I just couldn't do it. But he's so much fun, and he's such a great person, and has you talk about stories and experiences. So he's only one of the group who, I mean, Mark O'Brien and Leo and Mike Shannon and Rom. I mean, we actually had a really good time again, despite the subject matter, or
Yeah.
maybe because of it. And Jamie Vanderbilt also, who seemed, you know, um, tireless in his enthusiasm and his just like can do kind of vibe, and was always up for anything. He was great.
That's awesome. Well, I have to wrap. I wish I could ask more. You did a wonderful job, and it's always a pleasure to see you. So thanks
Thank
again.
you.